Well guys, here we are again with our cheap Turkish shotguns. Today I was going to do a disassembly video on the Centurion because I like to take the guns apart, clean all the oil and stuff which was in here before I go shoot them. And also look at some of the things different about this. This manual does not show you or really instruct you on this. It's like another model and there's really not a lot of instructions. So I took the gun apart, and when I got it apart I did give you some useful information about the barrel and the chokes and making sure you put the chokes in right. But when I went to reassemble it and struggling, show you some clips of what was happening to me while doing this. Okay, we're going to start with the reassembly. We've gotten everything, all the heavy packing grease washed out. So we have the one little piece there. This goes in there. The spring goes underneath onto this. And there is a cutout for it. Now this whole unit came apart. Okay. As you remember, this is forward and this locking lug is down. Usually that's how you'd slide it in there and get the barrel in, and then up locks in. So I don't know, this whole thing came out, barrel and all, out of the receiver. So we're going to try to put it back in. Got our barrel, got the piston that came with it, so we'll stick that in there. I believe the best way to do this, we'll take the receiver and that and lay it out here and then get this started, all this on the main rod there. It's kind of tricky. This shit this way. Get the spring on there. This in. This on. Wedge that in there. Maybe this is the route to go. This. And there. See if I can't just slide it all right the way in there. And now we're binding. I see. Alright, in this failed attempt of reassembly, our rubber O-ring that is inside this part of the barrel got caught on this piston, got all tore up, bound the barrel up, and I had trouble getting it out. Alright, we're going to try our reassembly one more time. How that happened or bound up or what, I do not know. So we're going to where that shank here is inside that slide knot. Okay. That son of a bitch is biting. Alright, there's some sort of a problem where the barrel is binding on this. The bolt nut moves freely, okay, but I got to get this off and try to see if I can get the barrel to go down with all of this in there. And I think it has something to do with these threads are catching on something, because I hold this back. Yeah, that's bound up. So this thing's bound in the receiver already. Alright, and looking at this, it appears that the threads on this rod are tearing the O-rings up. They're catching, for some reason there must be a burr or something, and when I slide the barrel down, it catches on the O-rings, and that's what's jamming and keeping the barrel from sliding back into place. It's actually ripped the O-ring out and tore it up. So this project here, we're done with it for now, because if I get this apart, chances are I'm going to see where the O-rings all tore to shit. And that's what's going on here. So I'm going to try to get it apart. It might take me a bit, but then I got to go find O-rings and that. So I'll give you a conclusion diagnosis of this here in a minute. When I was going to do my reassemble video, I got to the point where I was trying to get the barrel, the bolt and everything in, and I would always get hung up. And what it is inside this here is a little rubber gasket, okay, or O-ring, little rubber O-ring. And I believe the threads are sharp and they're cutting the O-rings. And I'll go and show you when I came to that conclusion. But as for now, I gotta order some O-rings, try to figure this out, try to fix this and get it back together again. But this thing is dead in the water as of now. So be warned, gentlemen. I ran into just taking it apart and cleaning it. I mean, normally taking it apart, taking the barrel off to clean the bolt nuts. And we've run into problems, and we have a gun down now. Didn't even fire a round out of it. We just got issues. Alright, gentlemen. Hit the like button, subscribe, and stay tuned.